I'm Cecelia Roberts, and I live in Dorchester, Massachusetts. There were only 4 of us. There was my mother and father. They're both deceased now. And my brother and myself. Well, we were a small family, but we were family. When my parents were in college, they went to AM&N College in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Forget about Arkansas, it's 1,500 miles away from here. It is in the United States. AM&N stood for Agricultural, Mechanical, and Normal College. It was the college you went to if you were a person of color back in the day. And my mother became a teacher and my father became a teacher because they only had like 3 or 4 professional degrees, and that was one of them. I really started first thinking about myself that way when I turned 35. Up until then, I was overweight, and the doctors ragged on me about that, but I didn't have any other problems. And then when I was 35, my primary care doctor told me that I was diabetic. And I was in shock. For a while, actually, I was in shock. I was like, what? Me, what? Because I had never had thought that I would have any problems. And so I had a hard time adjusting to the fact that I had to change how I was going to eat. I had to take medication. I was a type 2 person with diabetes, and I had to do all that, and it was very hard for me to deal with that. Yes, I do think of myself as part of the community. How could I not be a part of the community considering all of the ailments that I have, which some people might call disabilities, but others just call living. I don't know that I would call it an asset, but I don't want to call it a problem either. What happens to my body and everything, it's just a part of life. It's just what life is. Some people have different things for their quality of life. They could be born without fingers and toes. They could have mental illnesses of some kind. They could be deaf or blind. And in my mind, that's just a part of who you are. And everybody is something. Everybody has something. Almost never will you find a person who's perfect. So I think we just have to hang on to that fact, and that's why I look at everybody as an individual. Everybody has something different. And once again, it comes back to everyone being a part of that same community throughout the world. It's just that people move in different ways and they have different issues and problems in different ways. But that's no reason for us not to be whom we are.